You are watching Political Roundtable with UB. Like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments.
Mama. Okay. Oh. Our dear great leaders, my brothers, my friends from Ogubolo local government area, talking from Chief Alabo Senator George Sekibon, Igo Alabo Krobo, Chief Boma Iyaye, Chief Gacheri the Fifth, the chairman of Ogubolo Council, my dear brother Vincent Nimiboka, the representative of Ogubolo State Assembly, Honorable Arnold, the Group Managing Director of Abuja Investment Company, Ambassador Dr. Boris Taburo, the two party chairmen of APC and PDP in Ogubolo, and the two party chairmen of APC in the state and PDP in the state. Distinguished senators and other leaders of Ogubolo that are here, our traditional rulers who came out in their number, our very well-dressed women of Ogubolo, our dear youths, my dear brothers and sisters, I say Happy New Year to all of you. I say Happy New Year to all of you. You know, in life, when people have done good to you, what is required of you is to go and say thank you for what you have done in my life. There's never been a time I've come to ask the people of Ogubolo to follow me for any cause that they have neglected me. Never. Right from 2014, when I was running for governorship, down to 2023. Remember, it was in Guanacrica when one man came to rig here. All the women came out and said, "You cannot." I will never forget that in my life. And I want to say thank you. In 2023, it was tough. Nobody knew what would be the outcome of the election. We were in PDP. And I told the PDP at national level, we believe in equity, fairness, and justice. Muhammad Belgarum, may his soul rest in peace, was finishing his second tenure. And we thought that it should be the turn of those from the South. Of course, you know, arrogance, we never allowed them. And I said, it has nothing to do with party, it has to do with equity. So many of my friends came and said, "Look, you are taking a big risk. Do you know that if these people win, you are finished?" I said, "Nobody can finish me. Nobody can finish me."
All right. Welcome everybody. How you doing? Yes, we want to talk about what's going on in River State. So I feel like I wanna talk about we should start from the beginning. So right now it seems Minister Nyesom Wike and President Tinubu, they are at war. People may not see it coming yet, but I'm just giving you can I say I'm giving you an expo? Minister Wike and President Tinubu, they are about to head into some sort of political war. And I don't think this is going to end very well for the FCT Minister. But I'm going to give my take at the end of this political roundtable. For now, I'm going to play what actually went down in River State, because what we saw was Minister Wike, he left Abuja and went all the way down to River State and started touring from local government to local government in River State. Of course, you may want to ask, what happened? Why all of a sudden the minister is doing what more or less seems like a campaign tour? Well, the minister and the current governor, Governor Fubara of River State, they are both in the same political party, PDP. The minister himself, he has always been one of the strongmen of PDP. And later, he vowed he was going to destroy the PDP because he couldn't get the presidential ticket to contest and run against President Tinubu. So for those who really don't know where his bitterness stems from, That was it. So in the last election, the 2023 election, the PDP were to zone the presidential ticket to the south, which Wike believed he stood a better chance to become the party flag bearer. But somehow, Atiku Abubakar kind of bought everybody, allegedly, and became the party flag bearer. Of course, we knew Peter Obi run. He ran on the platform of Labour Party. And then Wike couldn't vie for the presidency. And as a result of that, Wike decided he's going to destroy the PDP, which, of course, you know where we are right now. He succeeded in ruining the party. So that is just like the backstory, right? Now, what happened was Wike installed one of his protege that happens to be Governor Fubara. And within 6 months into Fubara's administration, even while Wike has secured ministerial appointment in Abuja, somehow Wike and Fubara started fighting. We all know how political godfatherism works in Nigeria. It's like whoever installed you, whoever made you the governor, kind of control everything, you know? It's like you're gonna be the governor, but you're just like the figurehead governor. So Wike apparently was gonna choose all the commissioners and all the political appointments in the state. He was gonna choose who's going to be who in the state. But along the line, Fubara kind of had enough and he started making his own decision. And that's how the both of them became sworn enemies. So the whole thing led to a situation whereby the President Tinubu, has to declare a state of emergency in Rivers State, which we have never had before in the history of Nigeria. The president removed a democratically elected governor from seat by declaring state of emergency, and then he now sworn in an interim placeholder, something IBAM or whatever was that man's name. Well, those are still part of the backstory. Next, Fubara kind of resolved his differences with Wike, and the president presided whatever issue they got going on, and they resolved it. So Fubara was restated. Everything seems okay. Yes. Now we get into the main story. Everything seems okay until Fubara pulled the rug from under Wike's feet. And what did Fubara did? Fubara decamped out of the PDP and joined the APC. If you have one of those who follow politics in Nigeria, of course, you will know how the APC operate. APC is more or less like the biggest party and the most formidable party in Nigeria right now, which of course has Tinubu as the leader of the party. So when Fubara crossed over and joined APC, some of the rumor we had was Wike do not want the APC to accept Fubara. So he was trying to block his decamping to APC. But somehow, Wike, according to what we gathered, overstepped his bounds. Though it was rumored that Wike was trying to influence who is going to become the next governor of Imo State. And the man in Imo State, the current governor of Imo State, what's his name again? I forgot his name now. Is this Igbo man who stays in Abuja all most of his days? So the Imo State governor was not having it. What's his name again? I can't forget. I forgot that guy's name now. So the Imo State governor was not having it, and the Imo State governor somehow is one of the right-hand man of President Tinubu. So the Imo State governor now helped Fubara to become APC card-carrying member. And that automatically made Fubara the number one person in Rivers State. So, which means right now, Fubara is the leader of APC in Rivers State. Wike don't like that. And for those who don't know what kind of power play Wike got going on, Wike is a member of PDP, even though now the PDP said they have chased him out of PDP, they fired him, he's no longer their member. But all we know is Wike is a member of PDP. And then Wike has somehow influenced all his followers in the Rivers State House of Assembly to cross over to the APC. So now with Fubara being part of the APC, that automatically makes Fubara the bosses of everybody in the state under the APC political party. So it's like Wike somehow have shot himself on the feet, and he doesn't like that. So that is the reason why Wike is doing all this local government tour and all of that. So at a point during the local government tour, Wike discovered that Fubara and the powerful men in APC, they are now becoming a team. For instance, the secretary of APC actually warned Wike that Wike should not venture into the affairs of the APC because Wike is not a member of APC. Are you guys getting this drama now? So Wike don't like that, and that is why while Wike was on rampage, he was throwing shade at the APC shifting, wanting APC to stay clear of Rivers State. So here is Wike declaring support for President Tinubu, and at the same time, Wike is declaring war on APC shiftings. How does that work? I don't get it. And in the midst of all this, you know, when Wike is mad, when Wike is angry, he tends to say whatever comes off in his brain. He just throws words everywhere. So Wike is threatening that he's going to take the fight to APC if they don't stay clear of Rivers politics. But, hey, shout out to my sister Didi, Diaspora Diva, you're welcome. So, but as it's seen right now, it's apparent that Wike is the loser here. He has no party. He has to call his supporters to join the APC. The way the APC operates, you cannot do anything as APC member without approval from the top echelon. It's not happening. Who remember what happened in Lagos State? In Lagos State, when the Lagos State House of Assembly impeached their speaker in the person of Honorable Obasa, the APC chieftains restored the speaker. They were like, what? Who gave you guys the approval to remove him? So I guess the same thing is going to happen in Rivers State now. But remember how the 2023 election went down. Rivers State played a key role in it. So it's like Wike knew where they buried the bodies, allegedly. So this is going to be a tough one. It's going to be war. And now that the Rivers State House of Assembly are trying to impeach Fubara again, I think this is like the third time they were trying to impeach Fubara. Tinubu is out of the country. And I don't think Tinubu is going to like that. Remember, Tinubu likes loyalty. And now, Fubara has sworn loyalty to Tinubu. So Wike seems desperate to me. He seems like a man who somehow has outplayed himself. But let's go back to the video. I'm going to play what Wike has to say, listen to his rant, and then I will move over to Fubara and also play what Fubara has to say in return. Then we're now going to listen to what the APC shifters are talking about. Thank you, everybody. Here we go.
Because I know we are standing by the truth, and the truth shall set us free. And the truth has set us free. If we do not take the risk then we took, we might would have been executive director, finance and administration. John Sakibo may not have been the chairman of Governing Council of Oil and Gas Protected Body. Ambassador Mori Tabuna may not have been the group managing director of Abuja Investment Company. And so many other things. For me, it will be foolish of me to come back here to talk to you without after telling you thank you for the one you did. And that's what I've come to do today. Say thank you. Thank you.
Lela Kamo, Eluna Lela Kamo, Akamo Diwala.
Let me also use to thank Mr. President. We have never had it so good since the creation of this state. The number of appointments that has been made by Mr. President to the people of the state is something people will say, are you direct children of Mr. President? Even if you are direct children, are you the only children? Just as we are coming, we have had 2 new appointments to Senator Magrusi Geabe and Chief Kenneth Kobani. What does it show? Mr. President is a man who keeps to his words, who keeps to the agreement he has entered with you. Agreement must not be written. You can say, look, go and support me. I will make sure you benefit. That's an agreement. It's an agreement. There are people who think that in politics, just say anything. It doesn't matter. It matters. If it does not matter yesterday, it will matter today. If it will not matter today, it will matter tomorrow. You see, when I see a lot of people making comments, talking what they don't know, instead of them to say, sit down, tell us what actually happened. What did you people reach? If it's not something that you think you will do, you say, okay, let me go back home and think about it. Remember here, there was a time we met with Mr. President. Everybody signed. Even the National Security Advisor signed. Everybody signed. Dr. Peter signed. The chairman of APC signed. The chairman of PDP signed. The speaker signed. When they came back home, they started misinforming the young man. That is political. Don't do that. It's okay. They reneged. At the end of the day, we had a protracted legal tussle. Who won? We won. We did not just win, we won very, very well. So ordinarily, we shouldn't enter into any agreement with anybody. All you will say, this is the judgment of Supreme Court. The Assembly has taken a decision. But Mr. President, being a father to all of us, did what he did to salvage certain people. After that, people came to me. Governors came, ministers came, lawyers came. And I said, look, I don't like people who don't have capacity to implement what they have agreed with people. They said, no, don't worry. It will not happen again. It's okay. If you are saying so, we agree. The governor met with the National Assembly members. He met with the House of Assembly members. He met with the Elders Council. He met with us. I will say, listen, can we go and brief Mr. President what we have agreed? And Mr. President welcomed us and said, sit down. We sat down. It's okay. National Assembly, say what we agreed. They said. State Assembly, say what we agreed. He said, Governor, what do you agree? Mr. President, everything they said here is what we have agreed. I now say, well, Mr. President, you have had your honor. Let it be. We implement what we have agreed. Now, thinking that before that time, a lot of things will happen. I want to say it clearly, let people understand. Since 1999, I don't know which political party, but let me say it here. Senator Magnus, you are here. Party chairman of APC, you are here. Publicity secretary, you are here. Secretary of party, you are here. All of you, you are here. APC has never made an inroad in Rivers State. Is it a lie? It was in 2023 when we agreed that we will support Mr. President. And we refused PDP to even have 10%. Now, people who do not know what happened, people who opposed us that Mr. President will not go, are those now who are saying, I heard they said they supported Atiku. They didn't have 10%. Now somebody is saying, oh, those who support Atiku are now with us. What is that? Any relevance? Any relevance? And we must tell ourselves the truth. Now that is why anything I know I will not do, I won't do it. Anything I enter into to show that I am a man of character, I will do it. That is the way it's supposed to be. When the issue of NDC came,
Good morning, Biba. Good morning.
I called Boma in my house. I said, if Mr. President gives us opportunity for us to nominate somebody to go to NDC, I will give it to you.
Agreement is agreement, yo. Agreement is agreement, yo. If Nyesom Wike talk something, that's all you can do, I'm too. Agreement is agreement, yo.
When that time came, so many people came to me. Look where now. Governor has gone to this side. They are taking this again to this side. I said, listen, I have made a promise. I'm going to keep to that promise. And today, the young man has not fed you people. Has he fed you?
Tamuno, tamuno, tamuno. You've done so much, I cannot tell you, tamuno. Tamuno, tamuno, tamuno. You've done so much, I cannot tell you, tamuno.
And people think, like I said, everything is politics. You are showing that you're not a man that has character. Because it means that there's nothing you will tell me I will take to the bank. And people are misleading you. You will not say, look, gentlemen, it may be right, it may be wrong. But this is what I have committed myself to. And people will honor you for that. But to think you can play wayo, to think you can be clever by half, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. If you like, bring people from other states to be a spokesperson, to be a mouthpiece. It will not work. I have told people that a certain level you reach, even if you collect money, must we show to the world that you took bribe? No, you don't do that. You don't do that. There are people who couldn't deliver Mr. President in their own state, even when Mr. President is very close to them. They couldn't. But we were here, we did it, he won, we took the governorship, we took the National Assembly, and took the House of Assembly.
Since their mama born them, they never sabi. Since their papa born them, they never sabi. You they show them for the way. They never sabi. We are so wicked. We show them the way.
In the whole of the South, that has 6 states, the only state, in that the Amala Convention, they said they have dissolved the PDP in Rivers State and are going to set up structure, caretaker committee. All of them, including the governor, including Oshodopara, including Celeste Nomeya. How many states? How many states now does PDP have now? Does PDP have? Bauchi, Zamfara, Oyo, and Adamawa. I'm going back. It's a no-go area. They said they will call me. Let me tell you, nobody will call me. Because the truth is there. Everybody has known. Everybody knows. So I advise people, learn the politics of Rivers State well before you begin to make a comment. If not, it will consume you. Those who tried it, now they are crying. So, my dear brothers, I thank you very much. My dear sisters, I thank you very much. Listen to Civic actually the 5th. Listen to Igwe. Listen to Arnold. Listen to Vincent Dibiboga. Listen to Victor Alabo. Listen to Dr. Maureen Tamuno. And the party chairman, you will know where they are heading to. Anywhere is where they are heading to. Know that that's where I'm going. So I don't need to come here again to tell you are going here. No. So I thank all of you. And this year will be better than last year. I thank God through the support of Mr. President, we have taken back our council. I told you, don't worry. That illegal election will not stand. Did it stand? Did it stand? So, it's a matter of time. You will all see. Thank you, and God bless you.
Now you know. No, you know. Now you know. The big ballers in town. Now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
All right. That is Wike's speech, one of many, and I'm not going to lie to you. I'm enjoying every bit of it, including the music. It seems like Wike has special people who play music for him, and they kind of corrected the music to fit his mood. Anyway, moving forward, here is Fubara with his own sagacity.
You don't follow corner. My governor
Let's watch from
my governor tell me something. You know my governor tell me something. He say, if he dey work for Tinubu, make you no follow corner. My governor tell me something. My governor tell me something. He say what? My governor tell me something. He say, if he dey work for Tinubu, make you no follow corner. My governor tell me something.
Our special guest of honor, Honorable Minister for Aviation and Aerospace Development, Chief Festus Keyamo. Son, the former Governor of Rivers State, Sir Celestine Omehia. Distinguished Senator John Mbata, the President General of Ohaneze Ndigbo worldwide. Other leaders that are here with us, let me use Senator Mbata as a point of contact. The Secretary to the State Government, the Chairman of Rivers State Council of Traditional Rulers, our royal fathers that are here. There's one that's someone I'm saying there is like Sergeant Awosi. But something is covering his face. Is it the one? The royal fathers of this community, the community that has adopted me, Igbo. Members of the State House of Assembly, serving and former, other invited guests that are here with us. Let me not forget to mention the entourage of the Honorable Minister, our women, our youth, the local government chairman of Ikwere local government area, and other chairmen that are also here to support us. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, I would want to do a bit explanation on this project so that we understand the reason why we are embarking on this project. And I'm also happy that Sergeant Awusi is here. About a year ago, this very respected community went and protested in the
Yes, so this is Tinubu in action, my sister.
Maybe demanding for one thing or the other. They blocked the airport entrance. And it wasn't the first time. It is something that happens from time to time. And we've been looking for a way to resolve this issue. That particular one was so embarrassing. And it was the period when we were also going through very traumatic political wahala. So you can imagine blocking the airport. The interpretation was the government was not doing anything. The government could not even handle the situation. So we had to move in. We invited the community and asked, what is the issue? They mentioned issues of employment. I told them it was above my power. It's a federal agency, so we'll discuss with them. They mentioned issue of healthcare. I said, that is within my power. And immediately, I directed that the health center should be activated, and I believe today the health center is working functionally. They also demanded for electricity. I said, okay, no problem. That is within our power. We will do that. I also believe that that request was granted. So when we got back, we said, how do we solve this problem? Business activities was shut down in Rivers State that day. It wasn't a good thing. How would people come in to invest in Rivers State feel? At the slightest of provocation, my people will come and block the airport. I said, we need to look for a permanent solution to this problem. So what we're doing here today is to create, or we have already created. If we say creating, then it's like we intend doing it. We have started it already to create a bypass where the community people can access their place without interfering with the issue of the airport. The truth about it is not even healthy that you should be passing through the airport to your communities in case something happens. So we have resolved this issue for you today. This road would lead to your communities. It will also bring development. But just remember that I'm the one, it's our government that is constructing the road. Therefore, keep some part of it for Rivers State government too. So we are happy that not just the community giving us the support, but the Minister of Aviation gave us support. The airport authority also stood by us. In fact, I wish some of them were contractors. They even wanted to start the job before us because they knew the importance of this project. So I'm happy that today, by the special grace of God, we are fulfilling that promise, and we're also solving the problem that always comes up when our community fall out with the airport authority. The advantage of this road cannot be overemphasized. It will bring a lot of development to this community. It will make life easy for them. Commercial activity will now increase. So I wish all of you well while you enjoy one dividend of democracy. It is because we are still here. That is the reason why we're also doing it. And I want to say thank you for all your support, for making it possible for us to still stand as a government. The other leg of the project is Rivers State is noted first. Our resources were rich. We are very flamboyant people, our dresses, our culture. But how do people see us when they want to visit Rivers State? We can't leave all those responsibilities in the hands of the Honorable Minister and Mr. President. It's a joint thing. So we took it upon ourselves to give a facelift on the driveways around the airport. And I can say it boldly and proudly that anyone who comes into Port Harcourt today feels that sense of, look, these people are serious people. The beauty of the state reflects from the entrance of the state. So I'm happy that it wasn't just something conceived for our personal purposes. It was for the good of Rivers State. That particular project within the airport, the greeter, and the roundabout is 12.2 kilometers. It's not a joke. It's business. And I'm happy to say that we delivered it. This particular one that we are starting today is 7.1 kilometers. So you can imagine what we are doing within this axis over 19.3 kilometer road. That is what we are investing in the life and the people of Ipo and the greater. So I want to thank all of you for this particular support. Let me also say it here, contractor, this project will not exceed 8 months. We do not intend to commission this project by next year. It is this year. When I say this year, counting from 8, so this is 1 already. So we're already in December, by the grace of God, we're transiting to January. So just know that we are coming here in the next 7 months. So the other part of it, let me also throw little light. Our great people of Ipo, as soon as this road commences and is completed, you don't have any business with this other old road. The old road will be told. If you're entering from the entrance there, the police post, there'll be a toll gate. You will pay money to enter. And I believe that if you don't have any serious business in the airport, you don't need to come around there now, is it not? If you are coming to your village, you take this one, express, bam, your village. You take this one, bam, your farm. You take this one, bam. If you want to go to the airport, you also pass like this, and we'll collect your money there. So you can understand what we're doing. We're solving problem, and we also want everybody to be happy. Today, I'm also very happy this morning. I'm not just a member of the All Progressive Congress. I am the #1. I have collected, listen, wait now, wait. I have collected my card, and the form is 0001.
No be wo. Governor Fubara na our leader. No be wo. Governor Fubara na our leader. No be wo. Governor Fubara na our leader. No be wo. Governor Fubara na our leader.
So, from this moment, is not an issue of it be like say, it no be. I am there with all my chest and heart. And what is the message? What is the message? The message is clear. We are going to do everything to make sure that 2027 election for Mr. President will be a smooth drive in Rivers State. How do we do it? It is with all of you here. It is your support. The only way we can continue to tell Mr. President thank you is to support him. So take note, as you're living here, we have started our work. We are not going to relent. We will join force with every other agency, every other group that are in support of the cause of Mr. President. Let me thank you again. Let me thank the community, my adopted community. You people adopted me now. Everywhere I go, you people adopt me. Everywhere you go. That's how I went to Ohasanyata Awusi's place. One elderly woman said, Nambi Bonam. So here now, you people have taken me. My people there for trouble. So let me thank all of you again. Assure you that no matter what it is, we will continue to do what will uplift the face of Rivers State. We will not join in anything that will bring negative news to Rivers State. That is also the message to all of you that are my supporters. Continue with those things that will bring pride and honor to our state. Let me therefore call the Honorable Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development to come and talk to his people. He's our brother. We must support him and also flag off this project for us. Thank you, and may God bless all of you.
So, right there, what you heard was Fubara commissioning the airport bypass in Rivers State, and he used the opportunity to restate his support for President Tinubu. However, all this did not go well with the Federal Capital Minister, Nyesom Wike. So Wike went on a rampage and he blasted the governor. He accused the governor for failing to keep to the agreement they had. But the question on everybody's mind is, what is this agreement? This agreement that we cannot have an insight into what was discussed, but every time Wike insisted that Fubara failed to honor the agreement. Now, we thought it was just going to be one of those there back and forth that we know Rivers State, Wike, and Fubara to always immerse themselves in. But unfortunately, it took a new dimension. The Rivers State House of Assembly, as at yesterday morning, have started impeachment process against Nyesom Fubara. And we really don't know how this will play out. Because analysts, political experts, strategists, everybody has been talking. And one thing they made clear was that there is no way this Rivers State House of Assembly that has now become part of APC card-carrying members are going to impeach an APC governor. Because whether they like it or not, as it stands right now, Nyesom Fubara is now one of the APC governors in Nigeria. This drama is just starting. And as I suspected, I think the person who might lose at the end of the day will be no one else but Minister Wike. Now, the next video I'm going to play is actually the response from APC shifting in Rivers State. I've forgotten the guy name now. Let me see if I can quickly show you the next person I'm going to play the video. He's the leader of APC. I think maybe he's APC party leader in Rivers State. Here is he. Yeah, he's APC spokesperson. His name is Darlington Unwanju. Yes, Darlington Unwanju. The gentleman spoke in the usual APC manner, reassuring the people that Wike cannot unseat an APC governor by using the State House of Assembly. Now, take a listen.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. Now, adding to the drama in Rivers State, the State House of Assembly has begun impeachment proceedings against Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy Ngozi Odu. During plenary presided over by the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Martin Zamaule, on Thursday, the Majority Leader Major Jack read out the notice of allegations and gross misconduct against Fubara. Ameule said the notice will be served to Fubara in the next 7 days. Now, reacting to the impeachment proceedings against Fubara, the ruling APC has rejected the impeachment process against their governor and his deputy. Well, joining us on the show to discuss the drama in the state is Darlington Unwanju, Rivers State APC spokesperson. Good morning, sir, and welcome to the morning show.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. Good morning, Nigerians.
Well, Mr. Unwanju, tell us about the imminent blowout in Rivers State. We have seen the commencement of the drama. What is likely to happen? Even if the APC is saying, oh, Governor Fubara is our governor, nobody can do anything to him. But the members of the House of Assembly are also APC members. So, the APC in Rivers State is just about to implode again. This is a third impeachment proceeding against Governor Fubara. Tell us about this 1 day, 1 trouble, 1 hour, 1 crisis in Rivers State and what we should expect.
Well, I want to quickly say good morning, Dr. Abati.
Good morning.
Let me say this clearly. For those who are in doubt of the resolve of the APC in Rivers State to ensure that the government of the day in Rivers is not destabilized, then let them take this to the bank. That we would not accept, we would not align, we will not also pander to the wishes of any external force anywhere that will attempt to destabilize the government of Rivers State. Given the fact, like we clearly stated in our statement yesterday, that this governor is not just a member of the All Progressive Congress, but as it stands today, is the leader of the All Progressive Congress in Rivers State. Now, you would recall the series of drama, or the drama series that we've been treated to in Rivers State, and that was purely when they were members of the People's Democratic Party. Starting from October 13th, 2023, when the drama began, we believe strongly that this should not dovetail into the APC. The spirit of PDP cannot be transferred into the APC. We are going to resist it, we are going to reject it, and every Frankenstein monster that attempts to destabilize our party and the leadership of the governor of Rivers State in Rivers State will surely be resisted by every legal means possible.
Mr. Unwanju, this is not an emotional thing. The House of Assembly of Rivers State is a legislative assembly. And the guys there, they are relying on Section 188 of the Constitution, except they make the same mistake as the Oyo State House of Assembly did in the Ladoja case, where they went and met in a hotel, and they didn't follow the procedure under Section 188.
Hotel. Yes.
So if they just follow that Section 188, even Section 188 sub 11 says, gross misconduct. It's as they define it. So what are you going to resist? It's not an emotional thing. If they want to remove Fubara, they will remove him.
Dr. Abati, it is not, I am not being emotional about it. This has to do with the twin issue of politics and legality. I concede the fact that this has legal implications owing to the fact that it borders centrally on Section 188 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, and you well know that the State Assembly is a creation of the Constitution under Chapter 5 of our Constitution, and I do not think that any reasonable person will support the usurpation of the powers of the State House of Assembly or even any legislature anywhere in the world. No true Democrat will support the usurpation or promote the usurpation of the powers of the legislature, given the fact that this is a tripod governance or a democracy, and every democracy is a tripod that sits or rests on the legislature, judiciary, and the executive. But all we are saying is that the 7 or 8 points that have been laid out there that the House members consider as impeachable offences, to our mind, are politically motivated. And because they are politically motivated, we are saying that as a political party, we will be able to resolve issues that are in the realms of politics politically. Now, if you also want to look at, I've read countless tons of arguments and commentaries since this issue broke out yesterday. And one of the questions that the people on the streets of Port Harcourt have been asking is, what was, or what is, if you like, the offense of the deputy governor of Rivers State? And we all know that the Nigerian Constitution does not spell out a clear function to the office of the deputy governor. And whereas the deputy governor has duties and responsibilities that are solely directed by her principal, the governor. And so our argument is that, like I said before, this is politically motivated, and it will surely be deoxygenated from the realms and within the realms of politics. We concede to the fact that yes, the House of Assembly has powers under Section 188 to investigate, and not just to investigate, to interrogate, checks and balances, and to ensure that appointments are duly approved by the House of Assembly. But you also know that reversing the decision of hundreds of thousands of Rivers people is not an easy decision. It is quite a tedious one. It is a serious business. It is fundamental and germane to democracy for anybody or group of individuals to wake up one morning to seek to reverse the decision made by hundreds of thousands of Rivers people is not a joke. And so, because it is not a joke, it is something that must be followed procedurally, and you cannot by any means possible thwart any of the procedures. Yes, the governor has 7 days within which to respond to the allegations brought before him and his deputy by the members of the House of Assembly.
Mr. Nwauju.
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm glad you can hear me. You know,
yes,
we don't
please.
Want this to turn... I've got it this time around.
Yes.
Well,
Yes,
you know, we don't want to run the risk of this turning into a monologue. Let's continue the conversation. I want to pivot to a different angle of this, please. Mr. Nwauju. Article 21 of the APC constitution refers to offences, also refers to anti-party activities. Any section A, subsection 2 specifically speaks to any conduct which is likely to embarrass or have adverse effect on the party or bring the party into hatred, contempt, ridicule or disrepute, and a number of other disobedience as well of some directives of the party. My question is, if these APC House of Assembly members do not heed the APC's request to halt this impeachment process, will they be subjected to anti-party, to the consequences of anti-party activities according to the APC constitution? Because earlier you spoke about the spirit of the PDP not coming into the APC. And we know that one of the challenges the PDP had is the inability to discipline party members. If they refuse to follow your directive or the APC's directive, will these House of Assembly members be disciplined? And what will that discipline look like?
Now, let me assure you that the current leadership of the All Progressive Congress in Nigeria under Professor Yewada Nantawe and Senator Ajibola Bashiru have the capacity, because all policy statements and directions and directives, if you like, of the party flows from the National Secretariat of our great party. And so I want to assure the public, Rivers people in particular, that our political party, under the firm leadership of Professor Nantawe and Senator Ajibola Bashiru, has capacity and competence and experience to deal with the current simmering situation. And I assure you that even without looking through our books, as you've clearly stated, as enshrined in Article 20, we have disciplinary procedures. We will not delve into the realms of having anybody disciplined until and when it is very clearly and obvious to us that this is an attempt to destabilize our political party.
Okay, so is this what has happened? Do you consider this anti-party activities?
You cannot consider every political disagreement as an anti-party activity. It is still, like I said before, it is well in the realms of political disagreement, and it will be resolved as such.
Okay. Please, I'd like to know, just for sake of the conversation and my question, what faction are you part of in the APC in Rivers?
Rufai, good morning once again. I thank you for your question. It is interesting to note, like I've read some interventions since yesterday that we issued that statement concerning the existence of a faction of our party recognized by the NWC of the party. Now, let me say this clearly and abundantly so, that the All Progressive Congress in Nigeria is a party of democracy, a party of progressives. This is a party that stands with the people of Nigeria and obeys the rule of law. Now, before now, sometime in August 12, 2024, there was a decision by a state high court presided over by Justice Sika Henry Aprioku, which reinstated and nullified the decision of Alhaji Ganduje to set aside or to dissolve validly elected executives of our party. And then, flowing from that, in November of 2024, another high court again nullified the congresses that purportedly produced one Mr. Tony Okocha as chairman of the All Progressive Congress in Rivers State. And these issues, as we speak today, is lying before the Court of Appeal Port Harcourt Division and is not being dispensed with. And so I laugh at those who refer to our party as factionalized, given the fact that there is a legally recognized executive of the party led by Emeka Bekee.
So you're part of the Bekee faction. Let me just hold it at that. You're part of the Bekee faction. Because I didn't...
I said the legally recognized executives of the party as led by Emeka Bekee. There are no
part of the
Bekee
faction, because I didn't see Emeka Bekee go there to raise Fubara's up. So you are part of the Bekee faction. So very good. Thank you for clarifying that. So is it that
executives?
No, okay.
Bekee-led executives.
Let me go ahead. Please don't interrupt me. I beg you in the name of God. So, as being part of the Bekee faction,
go ahead, Rufai.
Are you people now in support of Fubara? Is it that you have done a deal with Fubara? Because I'm surprised that you are supporting him. So is it that you have done a deal? Because I thought your allegiance before was to Tonye Cole in all of this matter. So Can I confirm from you that you people are supporting Fubara and your allegiance now is to Fubara on the Beke side?
Now I had an interview with a sister station, and I clearly stated the provisions of our constitution and the way the party runs conventionally, and that is very, very abundantly clear. And there are no ambiguities with all these things. It is only those who choose to either be economical with the truth, or they choose willfully to be ignorant of the facts on ground. Now, number one, before now, we had a standard bearer for the All Progressive Congress Party, which is Pastor Architect Onyeko. And until you have, or you go into another election cycle and elect a new standard bearer, that standard bearer remains the leader of the party. Now, fortunately, the governor, the sitting governor of Rivers State, joins the All Progressive Congress. And our party constitution gives authority to the party to recognize the sitting governor as leader of our political party. And so that is how it works. The moment the governor of Rivers State consummated his membership of the All Progressive Congress Party, he automatically becomes leader of our party. There are no ambiguities. It is not being emotional. It's not saying half-truths or churning out irrelevant stories. I am not trained to churn out half-truths.
Mr. Waju, just before we go, we're running out of time now. Can you please comment as briefly as possible?
Yes, please. On
the role of Minister Wike in this matter? Because these days you discuss Rivers State, you must hear Wike as, factor, Wike's presence, Wike's influence, Wike's, impact in the matter. Briefly, the way you see it.
Well, I must say, Dr. Abati, that I speak for the All Progressive Congress Party. I do not speak for Minister Nyesom Wike. And so it is very also difficult for any sane individual to delve into arguments or begin to offer opinions or ideas or rumors or hearsays about any other individual, especially those who are not even of the same political plumage with you. And so I dare say, or I am constrained to say, sir, that it will be difficult to make commentaries on somebody who is not even a member of my own political party. My interest is the APC. My interest is that the APC turns itself into a winning machine in Rivers State and wins elections come 2027. I'm not interested in non-APC members.
Please, just hold on. Hold your fire. I am constrained, and I dare say that as a stakeholder in Rivers State, you cannot play deaf and dumb about the Wike factor in Rivers politics. Forget about APC. Tell us what you know as a stakeholder, not as an APC member.
Yes, but I'm trying to say, Dr. Abadi, with all due respect, you cannot pigeonhole me into offering opinions on something that I clearly choose not to. You cannot pigeonhole me into doing such. Now, I say to you again, for the sake of emphasis, that I choose not to be forced into the realms of commenting about non-APC members. The governor of Rivers State is a member of the All Progressive Congress. The House of Assembly members are members of the All Progressive Congress. So when I choose to have discussions around these individuals, I have the authority, I have the legal rights to do so. But not to now begin to analyze or subject my consciousness and my conscience to somebody who is not even a member of my political party. I have no business discussing such an individual. I'm sorry, I cannot offer any opinions about him.
You know if you talk about him, you fear Wike, abi?
Well, no problem. Fear is an acceptable human emotion.
Mr. Rufai, I take exception to that. If there is one individual who critiqued the 8 years administration of the FCT Minister, I think we are not up to 5 persons in Rivers State that have done so time and time again. And so I am not afraid of anybody. I am only afraid of the Almighty God who created heaven and earth.
Okay.
And I fear nobody, I can assure you.
Mr. Waju, we get your point, which is that Nyesom Wike, Minister of the FCT, is irrelevant when APC matters are being discussed. That would be a fair summary, I think.
We are discussing purely APC matters.
Yes. And you say Wike is irrelevant to APC matters in Rivers State. Thank you very much indeed.
All right, there you heard it from the APC shifting right there in Rivers State. All right, I'm going to do a comprehensive political roundtable on this Wike versus Tinubu and APC saga. I just wanted to lay the foundation with this live stream. So be ready. Tomorrow we dive into political roundtable. We're going to examine every aspect of this Wike drama. Hopefully, we can predict how this is going to end up. As for me, I don't see Wike winning anything out of this. Wike has kind of outplayed himself. I think Wike undermined Fubara's decision to join APC. And now, from all indication, Wike seems like the only one who is walking alone. Like the Liverpool slogan, you will never walk alone. But right now, in this coming 2027 election, Wike might be walking alone. Remember, Wike also have issue with Seyi Makinde, the governor of Oyo State. And these are folks who are usually working in tandem with Wike previously. But Wike has shown over and over again that he is not somebody you can trust his credibility when it comes to political loyalty. And apparently, Wike seems to care about only Wike and no one else. So join me tomorrow when we're going to dive into the Wike versus Tinubu and APC drama. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button. Don't be a stranger. And I will be right back when we go into Hangout with UB. We're going to continue our Match Me with UB episode in about an hour and a half. I will join you guys again. Thank you, everybody, for being part of this early political roundtable stream. I really appreciate everyone. Okay, thank you, everybody. I'll see you shortly. Yeah, thank you, Bilba. Thank you, Mama.
You are watching Political Roundtable with UB. Like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments.